Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. Politics in Kenya is getting more interesting and more complicated. Ruto was today in Kisumu, and from what we have seen from our screens, he was given a heroic, warm welcome. And taking to his social media accounts, Ruto has shared out a video I want us to have a look at here, for it's going to inform the basis of our analysis right now. Let's listen to William Samoei Ruto.
Watu wa Kisumu tunaelewana? Si tulikubaliana tuunde serikali ya Kenya moja ya kuunganisha Wakenya wote pale kwa broad based. Si ya Gwambo na mimi tulikubaliana? Mimi nauliza nyinyi watu wa Kisumu, si mnajua siku moja nilisaidia Gwambo? Na si safari hii ya Gwambo amenisaidia. Nyinyi mnaona iko makosa hapo? Iko makosa? Tuendelee ama tuendelee? Tuunganishe Kenya iwe moja, tuondoe ukabila, tuondoe chuki, tuondoe migawanyiko, na wale wote wafisadi na wakora waende wapi? Watu wa kabila waende wapi? Wale wa migawanyiko waende wapi? Wale wa chuki waende wapi? Mnasema waende nyumbani, sio? Sisi hatuna biashara na watu ambao wanaabudu ukabila na kuleta chuki na kuleta migawanyiko. Mimi nawahakikishia hii Kenya, kwa mapenzi ya Mungu, tutaunganisha hii Kenya iwe moja. Hakuna jamii tena itabaguliwa katika taifa letu la Kenya. Hakuna sehemu tena itabaguliwa katika taifa letu la Kenya, kwa sababu Kenya ni moja na sisi ni ndugu moja wa taifa moja, taifa la Kenya. Ama mnasemaje Kisumu? Tuendelee namna hiyo? Tuunganishe namna hiyo? Ati mnasemaje? Ati mnasema 10? Nyinyi ndio mnasema. Ati mnasema ngapi? Ati mnasema ngapi? Lakini si tufanye hii kazi kwanza. Mimi nikiongea na nyinyi saa hizi, si tulisema tunamuombea Agwambo awe chairman na kiongozi wa bara letu la Afrika? Tunakubaliana? Wangapi wanampatia maombi apate hiyo kiti ya East Africa, hiyo kiti ya bara letu la Afrika? Mimi nikiongea na nyinyi saa hizi, juzi Agwambo alikuwa Benin, ametoka huko ameenda Ivory Coast, jana alikuwa kule Senegal, leo ako kule Nigeria, kwa sababu unajua anatafuta kura ya Afrika. Ama namna gani? Sisi kama Wakenya tunamuombea ndio aongoze bara letu la Afrika, na mimi nimemshikilia hivi hiyo kiti kwa mapenzi ya Mungu. Agwambo atakalia ndio aongoze bara letu la Afrika kwa mapenzi ya Mungu. Tumekubaliana jameni? Na sisi hapa tuungane, ama namna gani Kisumu? Tuungane, sio? Tuunganishe taifa letu la Kenya. Kwa hivyo sitaki kusema kuzidi hapo.
Besides that video that William Ruto himself has shared out, he has gone further to say this. William Samoei Ruto, we are united in taking our country forward. We must succeed, and failure is not an option. Thanked the people of Kondele and Kisumu City for rallying behind our call to work together in making Kenya a better country for all. And then William Ruto has shared out those photos, and it's very clear this has been a warm welcome for William Samoei Ruto. And some ODM leaders, when they got the chance to speak, some had this to say. Listen to Wanga.
Na mimi vile nimesema pale Kondele, Mimi kama mwenyekiti wa chama kikubwa zaidi South of Sahara and North of River Limpopo, chama cha ODM, tunakukaribisha urudi tena na uunganishe Kenya. Usiogope na usitishwe, unganisha Kenya nzima na mbele iko sawa. Asante.
Let's put all that into perspective. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. Ruto is saying mimi na Raila tulikubaliana, after which he goes on to explain that at one point he helped Raila Odinga. We know that in 2007, William Ruto did help Raila Odinga by mobilizing the Kalenjin nation behind Raila Odinga. So it's very clear Ruto is referring to 2007. And he's saying that Raila Odinga has now helped him. How has Raila Odinga helped William Samoei Ruto? Ruto, from what we know, was under siege when Kenyans took to the streets demanding for him to go. And we have also been made to believe that Rigathi Gachagua, who was his deputy at that time, was also backstabbing William Ruto secretly. So Ruto was a man under siege. Raila Odinga came to his rescue. And now William Ruto's government is stable. I think that's what William Ruto is trying to say. I want us to understand what's happening here. If you look at those crowds, they are very big crowds. I've not seen William Ruto being heckled, but I've heard and seen people saying miaka KUMI. And some have been saying KUMI BILA breaks. Those are Kisumu residents saying miaka KUMI. So they want William Ruto to go for 10 years. Is it that all of a sudden Kisumu residents now love Ruto and they want him to go for 10 years? The answer is a very big no. Kisumu residents are telling William Ruto miaka KUMI because William Ruto is working with Raila Odinga. In the event Ruto was not working with Raila Odinga, he could have faced serious hostilities in Kisumu city. But because of his cordial working relationship with Raila Odinga, the people are saying miaka KUMI. And listening to Gladys Wanga, she's also saying mbele iko sawa. Another confirmation that ODM party might eventually work or endorse William Ruto come the next election. And the people themselves are hoping majority of them have no problems with the Raila or ODM party working with Ruto. That's why themselves, they are saying miaka KUMI. That's what I've been explaining in this forum. I've always maintained, and I repeat, as long as Raila Odinga will work with Ruto or is working with William Ruto, Kenyans should not be cheated. Expect areas that have been supporting Raila Odinga, expect those areas in their majorities to support William Samoei Ruto. Expect a majority of Nyanza, Western, Coast, and Nairobi, Kisii, Masais, Samburu, Northeastern, these traditional support bases that have been supporting Raila Odinga. Expect those areas in their majorities to support William Samoei Ruto. I know some will say that Ruto is very unpopular. Those areas will not support him. The truth is, a majority of those areas will support Ruto, courtesy to Raila Odinga. Raila still enjoys serious support in his traditional support basis. And any person doubting that, I only wish that there should be a by-election in any of those strongholds, maybe at the coast, Nyanza, Kisii. You'll be surprised. Samburu, Masaini, Nairobi. You'll be surprised to find ODM party candidates still winning very easily in those areas. So you might hate Ruto, but as long as William Ruto is working with Raila Odinga, expect Raila Odinga's traditional support basis to support Ruto. And to Rigathi Gachagua supporters, Kenyans should also know that they are now critical of Ruto, not because Ruto has failed to deliver, but because William Ruto has kicked out Rigathi Gachagua. So Rigathi supporters are angry with Ruto, not because Ruto has failed to deliver, but simply because Ruto has kicked out Rigathi Gachagua. In Kenya, the people don't look at performance per se. Our politics is largely defined by ethnic lines and party affiliation lines. In 2022 elections, Rigathi Gachagua himself was on record saying that on the mountain, development was not to be considered in 2022, but the consideration was the people or leaders who were loyal to Ruto. That was in 2022. That as long as you are loyal to Ruto on the mountain, you will be voted in. And that's exactly what happened on the mountain in 2022. And assuming Rigathi Gachagua forms his own party, it's somehow very certain that the mountain still will not even look at the performance of their leaders, but they look at who is sycophantic to Rigathi Gachagua. That's the truth of our politics. So even though William Ruto has failed to deliver, Ruto, I know, has failed miserably. But when it comes to voting, what will determine whether Ruto gets re-elected or not will be our ethnic politics and party affiliations. Who will William Ruto work with? Which ethnic leaders will Ruto work with? As it is, by the virtue that Ruto is working with Raila Odinga, Ruto now has a high chance of getting majority votes in Nyanza, Western, Coast, Nairobi, Northeastern, Kisii, Masai. That's the truth, ladies and gentlemen. Let's meet in our next analysis, where we are also going to answer a simple question. I'm seeing some Kenyans saying that all that kind of reception Ruto is getting in Nyanza will amount to nothing because Nyanza does not vote. Luos don't vote. Is it true that Luos don't vote? In our next analysis after this, we are going to have a look at the turnouts in 2022 presidential election. And Kenyans will be surprised to realize that Nyanza might have turned out more than any other place in Kenya in 2022. Let's meet in that analysis. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.